Welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 2 Remake with me, Jerupidus, and today we're going to be playing the fourth Survivor featuring Hunk. Now, this mode is controller smashingly difficult. I would not recommend just walking into this blind and trying to figure it out for yourself. I would definitely recommend watching a video, and now completing this is going to require an immense amount of concentration on my part, so I'm not going to be able to do live commentary for it, I don't think. It's going to take me a lot of tries. So what we'll do is display a successful run, and then I'll talk over it about some of the techniques I used, what you need to do for certain sections, things like that, if you're just trying to complete it at home. So let's get right into it. Now, I do want to read this part real quick. My game usually loads too fast because it's on an NVMe drive, but here we go. September 1998, Umbrella's private special ops group, USS, assault the secret laboratory nest. Shouldn't we make a will? The soldiers of the unit all look to one man as they laugh. Doesn't matter how tough the mission is, we'll survive. And even if the unit gets wiped out, he always comes back. The USS Grim Reaper. At the time, everyone laughed off the man's ominous nickname as a bad joke. But now, that man is the only one left standing. The one who's used to the stench of death, to the smell of his fallen teammates. No one knows who he really is. All they know is his code name, Hunk. Let's go.
This is Nighthawk. Come in, Alpha. Alpha, do you read?
Nighthawk, this is Hunk from Alpha Team.
Man, I thought you were all wiped out. I've been trying
I'm
to...
at point K-12. Need info on my extraction.
Guess there's no keeping down the Grim Reaper, huh?
My extraction point.
Relax, Mr. Reaper. I'm headed toward the front gate of RPD. Pick you up there.
Got it.
Now, this first dodge is super unreliable and was the cause of most of my restarts. But the technique is basically kind of rolling around the back of a zombie. They do a quick 180, but they can't quite get you. Now, this guy sometimes will grab you, and sometimes he won't. He gets me there. But if I'm successful in the first two dodges, I'm just going to keep with the run. Now, this turn up at the top of the ladder is going to require a very precise turn. And I'll talk about what I mean as we do it. But we're going to make a hard right. And then we're going to keep to the right of the railing and then kind of serpentine around there. That will cause the dog leaping to miss. And we drop down twice, make a quick U-turn, and I hate this part, I think, more than any part in any video game ever. The pace and amount of dogs that come this way are totally random, and you have exactly enough time to kill one, reload, and get aiming again before they send more, but only sometimes. That one goes down, gotta reload instantly. Now they're gonna send two. That was really close. And I'm afraid to reload right now. And you'll see right there, I run out of bullets, and a reload there would be the end of the run. While a zombie is crawling towards you the whole time. And I'm gonna take a minute to collect myself because I fail this part more than any other part in this run by a lot, and I'm not getting grabbed there. Now, one of the things we're going to do a lot is use the shotgun to just kneecap zombies. There is really no point to trying to kill almost anything in this. It just takes too long, and you're under too much pressure to keep moving. Now, at the bottom of the stairs on the left, there's going to be a crawling one. We're going to make a wide loop around. And now we're going to kneecap this one, but we're also going to kill him. And the reason is because we have to kneecap so many right here, these three and the one before him, that if you don't kill that one, he's going to grab you from behind. Now I'm just struggling to get through. You have to get good at kind of finding the spaces in between crowds and just push through it. Now, believe me when I say this run is by no means perfect, but I did actually finish this one, so we're gonna rock with this one. It's fine. Now we want our magnum for this section. We're gonna hug the right wall. There's an adult G in front of us. One's going to pop out of the water on the left, give him a magnum bullet, and that's going to stun him, and we should be able to just run right through, no problem. Now this next section is just going to be straight up running past things. This guy's too slow. Missed my turn a little bit there, but no big deal. And then I'm not even really sure how I managed to get past that guy. I think I just got lucky. You do definitely have... I don't know if I would describe it as RNG because the way things behave is consistent, but it... You do feel like you sometimes get lucky. Now here we're going to combine some gunpowder and make a bunch of shotgun shells because we're going to use those for the kneecapping. Now, one of the things that you need to be paying attention to is what sub-weapon you have equipped. And I'm going to screw that up later, but for now we're going to get it right. So we come through here, immediately flashbang and run. That should stun all of them. It does it pretty reliably for me. And we want to keep our Magnum on us because around the corner we're going to have to deal with a licker in a hallway. You cannot walk. He will just immediately be aggro on you. He's looking right at you. There's no way to get past him other than to fight. Sometimes he will take 2 bullets, sometimes he'll take 3, but you'll have plenty of Magnum rounds to do what you want. One of the strange things about this to me, all we're going to do is run past everything here, is that it feels like you're forced to kind of play in a different way and you don't really get to use any of the skills that you've learned on your regular playthrough. But that could just be a symptom of the fact that I only played on standard and not hardcore. Maybe some of these things you do a little bit more on hardcore. Things like the lunge dodge on zombies where you run straight at them and then immediately turn around. Now we're going to make a very tight U-turn here, and in this room you just sometimes get hit and sometimes you don't. I felt like that turn was actually kind of bad, but I made it to the ladder just fine. Just get to the ladder as fast as you can. Now, in the parking garage, I should have flashbanged here. I tried a new strategy where I just tried a kneecap, and that one was very unfortunate. That costed me some time, and now I don't know what to do. So I just go right ahead and get grabbed. Unfortunately, when you get grabbed, there is a little bit of a cooldown sometimes on when you can get grabbed or not. Now here, slow down and just walk. There is a licker up on the ceiling. You can actually just walk past this one. And I'll demonstrate right at the end of this. The second you run, he's on top of you. Like, I'm right by the door, and he almost gets me there. Now we're finally to the RPD. When we come around the corner, Mr. X is going to be there. I cannot get this dodge, no matter what I do. I've watched it 100 times, but you're supposed to run up, make a U-turn, and then circle wide, and he shouldn't grab you, but he grabs me anyway. Now, a way you can get past him is just one headshot with the Magnum to stun him. Or you can flashbang, but you really don't want to do that. If you end up wasting too many flashbangs, you're going to be in for a bad time. I have no idea how I did that, but let's take the all the way right pathway here. Kneecap a couple of these guys. Now that looked favorable, like I could have gotten around his back, but I decided to kneecap him just to play it safe. Now this moment right here is probably when most people just stop playing this forever.
What the hell, Hunk? You're late for extraction.
Front door's blocked. Gotta find another way out.
Heads up. The guys at the top just ordered a full cleanup on Raccoon City. Move fast. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Got it.
The map shows you that that's the exit, and you get there and the door's blocked, and so you're like, what more is in store? Now here, you should slow down and walk. There's another licker, and what I'm gonna do is turn all the way around and walk backwards. What this does is keeps Mr. X on this floor. If you run too fast, he will teleport to the top floor, and even if you stun him up there, he can still punch you. We're gonna kneecap all these guys. You don't have a ton of time, but if you manage to get them all in one shot, you're okay. Oh, so I should have had my Magnum out for this part. I was too slow, and then the shot was off. If you do this correctly, the Magnum will hit both of them and stun them both. And I wasted a flashbang there, and that's what I was talking about earlier, where you need to make sure that you've got your combat knife equipped, because you really don't want to waste those grenades. You need them. Now this guy's gonna pop through the door immediately, but he tags me with the door and then does a double lunge. He insists on getting me, and I waste yet another flashbang there. Fortunately, What you really, really need for the final segment is just a couple of grenades. So we're going to be okay, we're going to make it through, but that, once again, is why you need to make sure you're paying attention to what sub-weapon you have equipped. Now this dog here, if you don't touch him, he won't get aggro on you, so just run past him. And we're getting very, very close to the end. Now I do believe I forget about a liquor in this hallway coming up here. Oh, and I forget to have my grenade ready. You need to have a flashbang, so I waste too much time doing that, but the blast will knock the guy grabbing me off of me, and we should be able to get through the door just fine. Roll around the back, no problems there. And yep, I'm panicking a little bit at this point because I can smell the end getting close, so I forgot about that liquor there. But we have plenty of healing items. If you're not trying to do a no damage run, it's not a big deal if you front load most of your success in the beginning. Kneecap the one on the stairs, that's easy peasy. And now I make a wrong turn here, but it's okay. I needed to make a left. Once again, I am actually panicking a little bit. You want to run straight out this door and do a wide loop around the adult G. He won't touch you. And then immediately head down the ladder so the dogs don't get you. This one's going to be straight out in front of us.
Time's up.
And I have no idea how I made it through that without getting hit.
Survival, your responsibility.
God damn it.
And I make yet another wrong turn here. I told you, the panic is real. I remember to have my grenade ready, and I'm like, oh my god, what have I done? Did I just blow this run at this point? But we make it to the door in time. So here's where things get really, really hectic. We come out the door, head straight, that guy will miss. Head to the inside of G, and I'm willing to take a hit here and use a sub-weapon. However, if I had more of my grenades, I would have been able to just grenade this area. But what we really, really need the grenade for is this hallway here. Because there are a bunch of downed ones. So if you use the flash grenade here, it won't kill them. And I still have a knife left, which is very lucky, and Mr. X is right on top of me, so let's get around this pile, and we are home free. I made a couple of wrong turns, things were pretty sloppy, but we got it done.
Why'd you come back?
I wanted to meet the Grim Reaper.
All right, and that's how you get all the way through Hunk's scenario. My time is not very good. That run wasn't very good at all, but I did actually finish it, which always feels good. You have to do so many restarts that just finishing it in general is kind of a feel-good. So that's going to be all the time I've got for today, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.